The images and subject matter of this film may be alarming to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
The investigation into the high school massacre is slow-moving and dangerous. The two gunmen who went on the rampage booby-trapped the building and even themselves. All day long, investigators have searched the homes of both teenage killers. In one of them, police say they found bomb-making materials. Specially trained officers searching the school today found close to 30 explosive devices all around the building. Authorities have also revised the death toll, now saying 15 people were killed, including the two gunmen. Most of the bodies are still inside the school, but families of the murder victims have been notified.
On April 20th, 1999, two students named Eric Harris and Dylan Klebon entered Columbine High School armed with guns and explosives. They proceeded to kill 12 people and injure 24 before taking their own lives. The Columbine Massacre became the first incident to spark a long line of school shootings in America over the past 20 years.
This morning, the Sandy Hook Elementary School was full of kids concerned about Christmas. And then at 9:40 a.m., shots rang out.
All units, individual that I have on the phone is continuing to hear what he believes to be
gunfire aimed at elementary school children. There are 27 victims, 20 children, 7 adults.
We begin our program with broken hearts in yet another American town, which today became the site of yet another deadly school shooting.
Breaking news, a school shooting with reports of multiple fatalities, this time in Santa Fe, Texas.
I need to take a video. You're good.
The nation mourns the victims of two shooting massacres just 13 hours apart. The massacres in El Paso, Texas and Dayton, Ohio happened in startling proximity for a country already too familiar with gun violence. 29 people were killed in the two shooting rampages just 13 hours apart.
Dylan Klebon, Eric Harris, Nicholas Cruz, Adam Lanza. What do these young men have in common? They are all mentally unstable individuals. Poor mental health affects people all over the world, not just in the United States. But this brings us to the big question. How come the United States of America has more mass shootings than any other first world country to date? The problem is something that has existed as long as freedom of speech, the right to bear arms.
I have over 4,000 weapons in my name, over 200 machine guns.
3.
Right.
Virginia will not fall!
Because of the Second Amendment, crazed individuals such as Dylan Klebon are able to fully arm themselves with military-grade weapons and use those guns to take and traumatize the lives of our youth. This is a heavily discussed topic, and we decided it was best to ask some real people their opinions.
Hello, my name is Margaret. I'm a shopkeeper in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Logan Maloney.
Are you a student? Yes, I am. I'm a senior.
We have a few questions for our guests. Are you worried about being directly involved in a school shooting or having someone you love be involved in one?
A little bit, but I don't know if that'll happen at my school, but you never know.
Yes, school shootings, terrible, obviously, and I think that it makes you nervous about sending your child off to school.
Yes. I don't think it would happen at the school that we attend, or at least I hope it wouldn't. But yeah, I am concerned.
Do you think that the Second Amendment is necessary?
No. Well, I mean, yeah, people can have their guns, but I think that we have access to guns way too easily.
I think the way that it's used now, and the way that it's, like, the connotation behind it, is very powerful, but not necessarily in a good way. And so I think it does need to be changed.
Do you think that guns contribute just as much to school shootings as mental illness does?
I feel like they might contribute the same, because like a mental illness can drive you to want to do that, and you can get guns so easily now. At the age of 18, you can just go and get a rifle like super easily.
Well, it seems pretty simple to me, actually, is the availability of guns. They're totally easily, readily available to almost anyone. That's been well documented in several documentary films that have been made about the subject. And also the lack of strong leadership around legislation around guns and the availability of guns. So take away the guns, take away the shootings, is basically what I think.
Do you think that when the Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution, they considered how technology and guns would develop?
I don't think they anticipated it. I don't think they saw anything of that kind come up, and I don't think they ever expected it, which I think is one of the reasons that the Second Amendment can be more dangerous, or is more dangerous, in the society that we live in.
No, not at all. Because, the guns back then, it took like 5 minutes to load, and they probably didn't see that we would have guns, like full automatic guns that you can just load in like 2 seconds, like 100 rounds and stuff. They probably didn't see that happening. They probably maybe saw like it would take like 2 minutes to load or something like that.
It seems as though the guns are just as much to blame as the gunmen. There is no question that increasing gun control would greatly reduce the amount of children's lives that are taken each year from gun violence at schools. We need to act now if we want real change to happen. Because without change, we cannot hope for improvement.